Hey folks, it's Mike, Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. This is the Travelin Ham. Today is Monday at Quartzfest 2026, and it was kind of a slow start today. There was a general introductory program at the beginning of the day that Gordo led, and basically let all the people who are going to be presenting forums throughout the week get up and give a little 2-minute spiel about what their presentations are going to be about. So there's a couple coming up tomorrow that I'm interested to go to and share with you. There's actually going to be 2 presentations over the next 2 days from a blind ham named Marcia, and she'll be giving a presentation tomorrow on disability awareness, and then another on Wednesday for the Handy Ham program. So, that's just something that's always been a real curiosity of mine. I know there are a lot of blind hams, for instance. How do you do that? I'm just interested in knowing about that. And, I think whenever you can see how someone really different from you operates, even if those aren't techniques that I need to employ for myself, there's stuff to be learned there whenever you are listening to someone that does something way different than you do. There's little skills you can pick up in there, and I'm just interested in the topic in general. So both her presentation tomorrow on disability awareness and Wednesday specifically for the Handy Hams program. I'm excited for that. There's also going to be a presentation tomorrow by a POTA activator who said he did some crazy stat. It's like 40. He's activated 47 states in 3 months. Okay, I want to hear about that. Okay, I've done 48, and I can't imagine doing all that in 3 months. Whew, boy, that would be tough. That would be tough and tiring. I'm really interested and excited to hear about that. So that's what's coming up tomorrow. The weather's just been beautiful. I think it would depress a lot of you to hear it, but it was a little bit cooler. Maybe I think this is maybe one of the days where I only got into the lower 70s. Hardly any wind. I think they had a day here last year. I think it was last year, the very first day, they just wiped the entire schedule and did nothing on Monday because the wind was just howling through here at 30 miles an hour and gusty. And it just made it impossible to do any kind of programs outside. But man, this year, ever since we've gotten to this area, we came down the weekend after Thanksgiving. It has just been absolutely gorgeous. Just maybe 1 or 2 cloudy days where it sprinkled a little bit. Other than that, it's just the weather has been absolutely fantastic. I think one of the big things that happened today was that Gordo did a test gives classes for training people to train new hams as part of the ARRL's program. If that interests you at all, you probably ought to check out some of his information. He'll probably talk about it some on the next Ham Nation. That's not something I'm following too closely, but I have noticed there are several other YouTubers that are kind of doing some vlog stuff too. And everyone's going to have different experiences and see different stuff. So, if you do a search, if this interests you, do a search on Quartzfest and see what else comes up. I looked last night after I posted my first video, and there were at least 3 other YouTubers here doing the same thing. So if you enjoy the material, check them out too. And you'll get to see more of this Quartzfest than from my narrow perspective. Had a great conversation this afternoon with another activator, Tom. He'd watched the channel and came up and wanted to share all his POTA experiences with me, which was fantastic. Obviously, you're forced to sit here and watch everything that I want to share about my activations. It's going to be a fun experience through some of these events this year to listen to you guys and your experiences that you've had going out and activating parks. And Tom had activated quite a few states, taking loop journeys to get as many activated states as he can. I think he said he got 36 up to this point, which is substantial. And a lot of them are the bigger western states, so he'd covered some ground to do that. But that's great. I really enjoyed it. Anyone else that's out here that wants to share, pull me over. That's fun. That's great to hear. And like I said, one of my goals, the main reason I want to go to these events this year is to meet folks like you and hear all your stories. That's inspiring to me, and that kind of keeps that fire burning. So that's cool. I'm getting being around all these ham radio folks. I'm ready to go out, or I feel like I'm getting more ready to go out and adventure again. I've have a pretty good break here over the last couple months. That fire's getting stoked again. So we'll get through this week here, and I think I'll be ready to go out and hit the trails, hit the dirt roads, and hit the parks, and start having some fun. So thank you, Tom, for coming and talking to me today. I hope there's more of you out there. Now, because of that, that was my sunset afternoon filming time, which I missed, which is totally fine. Again, priorities. So that's why I'm filming here in the dark in the truck. But I wanted to get this out to you tonight. I'd like to keep these rolling day of and get them to you that night. But I'm excited for a couple of the forums that are coming up tomorrow. I'm excited to share those with you. There was another one. Oh, they started talking about there's a group that's going to take a Jeep trail ride up and over the mountains to our west. And they mentioned that they will take along ride-alongs. If you want to be a ride-along, come sign up. And if you have spare seats, come sign up, and we'll put some ride-alongs with you. And I thought, oh man, that would be fun. I'd really enjoy that. But it's going to end up taking most of the day, and on Wednesday it's covering up 2 or 3 other things that I want to do. There's going to be a Pico balloon launch. There's the Handy Hams presentation. I think that's before that. Actually, I hope those aren't at the same time. I'll have to check on the schedule. There are multiple things going on, so even at a smaller event like this, it's kind of hard to see everything and do everything. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think are going to be pretty. There's going to be a lot of loaded stuff going on, so keep following, and I'll build up some vlog skills this week, and maybe by the time Hamvention comes around, I'll actually know what I'm doing. I'm Mike. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. This is the Travelin Ham. This is Monday at Quartzfest 2026. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, folks, here's the deal.
I'm at the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
This is going to be a special
one of the most intense trails.
This is the operating station.
That's a bear.
Wow. Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
The traveler has
I just do things.
He was a huge, beastly, bulging man. Plates were from Kansas.